Yeah, Father, keep on blessing me. Say that see on the job, boy, steady testing me. And that furnace of affliction, baking me like bread top of sesame. I come through like a fine gold, you know, a righteous recipe. I grew past the thorns and this is shade in my vicinity. There's a juice for every 12, so most circles there spinning as if you ain't black, Hispanic, or Native American, you ain't no kin to me. I turned from the broad path that made me a public enemy. An outcast that chilled you when you got big boy energy and you roll with a goodie mob about the bottom you done your family. There's no growth without pain, so calamity breeds clarity. Karma is a bitch, so if you rich, don't forget the charity. The kingdom of heaven within, so a life is prosperity. But life without services, helpless immorality. Tragically, most live in disparity. Missing the meaning of life even, though they search desperately. All these intimate schisms plaguing their anatomy. Ironically, they self-destructing ass. What happened to me? It's sad to see. The hubris of the ignorance is likened to a Pharisee. A hard pill. Pedophilia breeds homosexuality. Statistically, most predators exist in your family. Sadly, grandma silences, curses generationally. Passed down, class condition, ever since slavery. Best believe you come for mine, I'm down for them felonies. Got the balls contest, you gon' catch this vasectomy. All these J. Reeves playing God is just blasphemy. That was in too deep when they see soul and service geology. A lot of niggas and haters running after these Persephones. I'll take Katrina Tanisha over any of these Bethanies. My mama is a gem with a skin of milk. Her name is Ruby. I stumbled along the narrow path, but gotta never lose me. When you realize you're chosen, that first step is a doozy. Sidestepping distraction and pitfalls with exclusives. Remember when you real, it takes acts to make a movie. You reap what you sow, so enjoy that fruit in that smoothie. My Steelers are righteous fit like a beer in the koozie. I sit calm, watching all these I Love Lucy's and these culture vultures got all our people looking goofy. I wrote this with no hook, so every point is a fat joke. Feel me? That last one was a J. Julius Urban on my biggie. For the cash money, most Lil Wayne's make like the currency. To be a King Von, they'll make out the Magnolia shorty. The truth hurts to end this, coming very shortly. The hand of the Lord is more darkly than that rapture story. Most outwardly show bravery, but inwardly or cowardly. Because to be righteous makes you stand out awkwardly. Roll tide, ends in waterfalls and rocks sharply. In your vessel, watch the shore because Babylon is falling. And that handout you got you complacent on dependency. You never rise above the status quo. Your people feel me. We in the valley of your bones. Lazarus, come forth for your quickening. Or you will tell you're weak because arms is coming swiftly. There are very few ants. Most have a slugger tendency. You bang on your brother, but dance for the enemy. They conquer in division. We multiply in solidarity. To build, you must destroy the vicious cycle of redundancy and walk a narrow path against normality for clemency. Most despise wisdom and rather live in their infancy. A man puts away childish things and show consistency. The kingdom is at hand. Red and blue pill, choose wisely. All right, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. All right, it's the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General YAHANNA. It is Monday, the history breakdown class, where we break it down line upon line, precept upon precept, here a little, there a little. We are back in our deep dive of Genesis. We at the end of Genesis, Genesis 49, where Jacob is essentially on his deathbed, and as the way you should die, he called his family around him. You know what I'm saying? To surround him so he could see him one last time, talk to his boys, give him some words of encouragement, things to look out for, and prophecy of things to come, right? It gets very specific with each son, which in turn deals with each tribe, right? And the things that they would see in the future, right? as a whole, as a nation, and individually, that each one of them will go through, right? Due to the choices and decisions that they have made, right? Because you reap what you sow, whether good or evil, right? Whatever you put in the earth, it will come back to you tenfold every time. All right. So we're gonna start off and get to my notes. Genesis 49 and 1. Somebody hold Genesis 35 and 22. No. Go to Amos 3 and 7 first. Somebody else hold Isaiah 39 and 6. All right, whoever got Genesis 49 and 1, go ahead and read.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 45, verse 1. And Jacob called unto his sons and said, gather yourselves together, that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days.
Say that one more time.
That I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days.
All right. So what and what's so crazy about this is did it say today? Did it say 10 years, 50 years, 100 years, 500 years? What days did it say?
The last days.
So what would the last days be considered?
The days before Christ's return.
Give that brother a hand. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's heavy because most people, when they read this story, they overlook this part of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a very important detail. You understand? Because, like, it wasn't just Isaiah, Jeremiah, Nehemiah, Obadiah that was prophesying of what was going to be to come in the last days. But Jacob himself, before he transitioned on, he prophesied what will partake of his sons in the last days. All right. Who holding Amos for me? Amos 3 and 7. Amos 3 and 7.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
Surely the Lord will do nothing, but he revealed his secret unto his servants, the prophets.
Unto his servants, the what?
The prophets.
So that would make Jacob a what?
Prophet.
Jacob is a prophet. You know what I'm saying? Just like his father Isaac, just like Abraham. You know what I'm saying? And one reason that you know that he's a prophet is because just like his son Joseph had dreams, Jacob had dreams. You know what I'm saying? Like the Lord reveals his message to us now. Back then, he'll show up to you in the flesh. You know what I'm saying? He'll send an angel, a messenger in the flesh, just pull up on you real quick. But he also what he does is what he does today, reveals messages to us through visions and through dreams. All right. Who holding Isaiah 39 and 6? And then somebody give me Jeremiah 23 and 20.
This is the book of Isaiah.
You good? Go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 39, verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
Behold, the days come, that all that is in thine house, and that which thy fathers have laid up in store until this day, shall be carried away to Babylon.
Shall be carried away to where?
To Babylon.
To where?
Babylon.
So everything that we are, everything that we have, everything that we do, you understand, has been carried away into this nation. You understand? Has been carried away into this this aristocracy of alliances that they've made with other nations. The wealth that we build for this nation based off of our debt and our slavery is equally distributed through all the other countries. You understand? That's what sold our debt, our slavery. The United States of America is a prison colony. It's no different from Australia. You know what I'm saying? From Great Britain. You understand? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we are prisoners of war because we have civil rights. We don't have human rights. Keep reading. You had a question or a comment?
I was about to.
Oh no, yeah, keep reading. Keep reading.
Verse 7. And of
You gonna read the verse 8. Mm-hmm.
And of thy sons that shall issue from thee, which thou shalt beget, shall they take away.
Keep reading.
And they shall be eunuchs in the palace of the king of Babylon.
Eunuchs. Yeah. He struggled with that word too. He said that they shall be eunuchs, and what else?
In the palace of the king of Babylon.
Right. So somebody look up the word eunuch. Hey Siri, define eunuch.
As an adjective.
That boy said lady boy.
Now playing Lady Boy by RuPaul.
No, we not. Oh, no, we not. No, we not. That is crazy. You said what? Said who? Said whose name was? Yeah, that was Siri talking. Yeah, that wasn't me. Yeah. So what's the definition of eunuch? Go ahead.
This is the definition of eunuch: a castrated man placed in charge of a harem or employed as a chamberlain in a palace.
Now, what's so spiritual about this is somebody give me what scripture I want. Matthew 12 and 29. Show you what's so heavy about that definition.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 12, verse 29.
Mm-hmm.
Or else, how can one enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except he first bind the strong man?
First have to do what?
Except he first bind the strong man. And then he will spoil his house.
Right. Now read the definition of a eunuch.
A castrated man.
What?
A castrated man.
You understand? One way to castrate a man is to take away his strength, right? His ability to lead his household. You understand? The ability for him to be a father in the home. You understand? That is how he has castrated Jacob's sons. You understand? It is hard for a black man, Hispanic man, or Native American man to be a man in America, to be a man in this world. Anything that is a representation of machismo, masculinity, you understand, or the sacredness of being a father, or hell, even being a mother, is attacked. The way things that the Lord set up for it to be naturally, this world has made it a laughingstock. You understand? You're not a woman. You're a birthing person. Is that the term now they use? Birthing person. Yeah, you're a birthing person. You know what I'm saying? Your ability to give children no longer determines your sex. You're just considered a birthing person, because a woman is psychological, is cerebral. You understand? Has nothing to do with XX or XY. You understand? You know, it's just how you wake up and feel in the morning. This table can wake up and feel like it wants to be a chair, and it's a chair. And we got to call it a chair, even though it's holding up stuff like a table. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But that's what happens when the children, the men, the sons of Jacob have been castrated. They've been made eunuchs. You understand? Anything that we say that goes against today's society, you understand? What's the first thing that somebody says when a man stands up for what's right? Go ahead. Yakuba has hand up first, and then Bayan, and then Sapar.
Misogynist or something like that.
Misogynist. You know what I'm saying? And that's actually an older word. The newer word is toxic masculinity. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you toxic. Oh, you toxic. You know what I'm saying? What you got, Bayan? Okay. Sapar, what was you about to say?
Yeah, I mean, that's so heavy that you said that, sir. That's why the I.S.U.P.K is important, because it's the defense for your soul, for your mind, for your spirit against all these terms that the world is coming up with. It's like that scripture in Nahum that the Lord is a strong tower,
Right.
and he's a strong tower against all those philosophies and those flood waters that flood your mind.
Right.
Like,
And to show you how backwards this world is, like they done came up with new terms like an alpha female. Like, what the hell is that? There is no such term in nature as a alpha female. An alpha is the person that leads the pack. So that just lets you know that what we're reading, read where was he at? In Isaiah, read that part where it talks about the eunuchs again, Bayan. In Isaiah 39, I think it was it 7 or was it 8? Verse 8. Go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 39, verse 7.
Uh-huh.
And of thy sons that shall issue from thee, which thou shalt beget, shall they take away, and they shall be eunuchs in the palace of the king of Babylon.
Keep reading. Read the last verse.
Verse 8. Then said Hezekiah to Isaiah, good is the word of the Lord, which thou hast spoken. He said, moreover, for there shall be peace and truth in my days.
You understand? So the only way that peace and truth is going to come is when the truth and the light come, which is Christ. But in the days leading up, the men will be castrated. The sons will be castrated. They will be made eunuchs in Babylon. And that's a state that we're in society now. You understand? If a man speaks up and tells a woman to put on more clothes and to stop, dressing like a whore or correct a brother, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, you don't got to do drugs, and all that stuff or whatever. Like, we deemed a hater, you know what I'm saying? Let them do them. YOLO, you only live once. You know what I'm saying? You raining on a parade. You know what I'm saying? All of that. You feel me? You just deemed a hater instead of standing up for what's right. Because in my father's era and in my grandfather's era, I mean, shoot, when my dad was coming up, your neighbors would whoop you. The teachers would whoop you. The principal would whoop you. You know what I'm saying? If you got caught acting a fool in public, hell, a stranger would whoop you. You know what I'm saying? Because we knew what it was like to band together. You know what I'm saying? What were you was about to say something, Bayan?
It's crazy now because they'll put on extra clothes to keep a job but won't do that to keep a man.
Right. And that's the crazy part. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay to be a whoremonger. It's okay to be a whore, but when you decide to be clothed in your right mind or stand on some type of integrity, you're instantly attacked. When you see sisters, I saw another one of these random streams or whatever, where a sister was checking a white girl, basically because saying that, well, if you choose to be a whore to make money, don't call it a job, call it pornography. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, well, how dare you come at me and how I put food on the table to feed my children and stuff like that. You know, they dad left them and all that or whatever. I was like, that's all fine and dandy, but that's not a justification to do pornography. You know what I'm saying? And she was feeling all attacked and all this stuff or whatever. But when you call a spade, like nobody wants to be called what they are. You're a drug addict. You know what I'm saying? You're not a stoner, you're not a hippie, you're a drug addict. You understand? You're a drunk, you're a whoremonger, you're a whore, you're a liar, you're a thief, you're a murderer. You know what I'm saying? You're a sodomite, or as I like to call them, rodsmiths. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like, so you have to call a spade, and if that's not what you want, you know what I'm saying? Don't do it. If you don't like being called what you are, just simply don't do it. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get back to it. 49 and 2.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 49, verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
Gather yourselves together and hear, ye sons of Jacob, and hearken unto Israel your father.
It just seems like that's just the common thing throughout the Bible. Gather yourselves and hearken. You understand? Keep reading verse 3.
Reuben.
And why you reading that? Somebody get Genesis 35:22, another person Deuteronomy 27 and 20, and then one more person First Chronicles 5 and 1. Go ahead. 22. Go ahead.
Reuben, thou art my firstborn,
Mm-hmm.
my might,
Mm-hmm.
and the beginning of my strength,
Mm-hmm.
the excellency of dignity,
Mm-hmm.
and the excellency of power.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 4, unstable as water.
Say that again.
Unstable as water.
Mm-hmm.
Thou shalt not excel,
Mm-hmm.
because thou wentest up to thy father's bed.
To what?
Thou wentest up to thy father's bed,
Uh-huh.
then defiled it. Thou it. He went up to my couch.
All right. So this is talking about Reuben, right? And so Reuben is always the strong-headed one. You understand? He's always the one. He's like, you know, we gonna deal with this situation and we gonna deal with it. You know what I'm saying? With all types of scrutiny. You know what I'm saying? But he lacked wisdom and discretion. You understand? He lacked honor and integrity. And we're gonna find out what he actually did. Go to whoever got Genesis, that other Genesis scripture. Go ahead and pull it.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 35, verse 22. And it came to pass when Israel dwelt in that land that Reuben went and lay with Bilhah, his father's concubine.
Mm-hmm.
And Israel heard it. Now the sons of Jacob were 12. The sons of Leah, Reuben, Jacob's firstborn, and Simeon, and Levi.
Now peep this. Now, how? Okay, let's say we in here, like, well, not even, let's just say we are. All of us in here are brothers, right? Like, we all got the same daddy, right? Bayan, how? And let's just say Bayan and Yakabad got the same mama. Sawadia Malaki got the same mama, and me and Sapar, we got the same mama, but all of us, we got the same father. Bayan, how would you feel if Sawadia, that's your dog, that's your brother, like y'all be rolling together and you find out that he slept with your mama, but that's your brother? I'm just kidding. That's what happened. But like how would that make you feel? Like, this your brother that you see every day. You understand? and he went and slept with your mom. Like, this your blood brother. Y'all got the same daddy. You know what I'm saying? Not only is it disrespectful to his father, because you uncovered your father's nakedness. You know what I'm saying? You lay with a woman that lay with your father. First and foremost, that's disgusting. Secondly, on top of that, you laid with your little brother's mother. That is detestable. That is dishonorable. You understand? And for that, Reuben lost his birthright. All right. Somebody give me the next scripture I asked for. What was it? Deuteronomy 27 and 20.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 27, verse 20.
Mm-hmm.
Cursed be he that lieth with his father's wife.
Say that one more time.
Cursed be he that lieth with his father's wife.
So this was the curse that Reuben got. You know what I'm saying? That he would be unstable as water, and that he wouldn't excel. You understand? Because of what he did. You feel me? Like, that's just disgusting, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing cool about that. You feel me? Like, one thing that the scripture says, the things that were written aforetime are for our learning, for our understanding. You feel me? Like, control your flesh, control your lust, control your desires, control your wants. You understand? Just because it look good, that don't mean it's necessarily good for you. Hell, candy tastes good, but shoot, you eat it all day, every day, all your teeth fall out your mouth. You feel me? All right. That was it on that scripture. Go ahead.
Because he uncovereth his father's skirts, and the people shall say, Amen.
So if you and your daddy knocking down the same woman, when your daddy try and talk to you and correct you, what type of spirit you think you're gonna have towards your father? Just think about some like, you know, back in the day when we was in the world, you know what I'm saying, and a dude hop fly with you in the club, and you did knock down his old lady, his old ladies, one of your old bust downs. What type of spirit you gonna have when you talking to him in the club when he trying to hop fly with you? Go ahead.
A disrespectful, combative spirit.
Right. You ain't gonna have no respect for him. You know what I'm saying? Like you feel that either you're above him or you're equal to him. And you should never have that spirit towards your father, ever. And that's what it means that you've looked under you've seen your father's nakedness. All right. Somebody give me the last scripture I asked for. 1 Chronicles 5 and 1.
The book of SKYPE.
Whoever got it.
So you say 1 Chronicles 5 and 1?
Yes.
The book of 1 Chronicles, chapter 5 and verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Now the sons of Reuben, the firstborn of Israel, for he was the firstborn, but for as much as he defiled his father's bed, his birthright was given unto the sons of Joseph and the sons of Israel.
You understand? So Joseph's sons, Joseph got a double portion, right? So the double portion is his portion went to one son, and then the birthright portion went to the other son. So one went to Ephraim, one went to Manasseh. You understand? And Reuben's right, you understand? And if you look on the map, do I have one of them? Hold on, I think I might have. Do I have the nation map? Is this it? Let me see if this is it. Yeah. All right. So if you look on the screen, right? If you look on the screen, you'll see the nation of Reuben right there, right? So the nation of Reuben is almost one of the smallest portions in the promised land. And you see Manasseh and Ephraim, they pretty much got a whole third of it. You understand? Reuben's portion is extremely small, but he's supposed to have the portion that makes up Ephraim and Manasseh. You understand? So you reap what you sow, and the Lord will take away from you what is promised to you when you do something that is that wicked. All right. All right, go to the next one. Where we at? We in 49. Where you stop at? Verse 5. 49 and 5. Now this one is heavy. Go ahead.
Simeon and Levi are brethren. Instruments of cruelty are in their habitations.
All right, so quick question. Who are the Simeonites and who are the Levites?
The Haitians and the Dominicans.
Okay. What's significant about the Haitians and the Dominicans? Anybody know? Go ahead.
They got extreme beef.
Okay, that's true. All right. But give me something surface level about Haitians and the Dominicans. This boy crazy. That boy said they food good. Go ahead, support. Go ahead.
So like if I may, they occupy the same island.
Say what you say, support?
They occupy the same island.
Get that brother a hand. You know what I'm saying? So now what's crazy is Simeon and Levi coming up as boys like this, like they locked in. You know what I'm saying? Thick as thieves, you feel me? And it's so ironic that in today's time, they literally live on the same island, right? But what you say, nephew? They what? Let's find out why. Keep reading. Nephew said they hate each other. Let's find out why.
Verse 6. O my soul, come not thou into their secret, unto their assembly. Mine honor, be not thou united.
Be not thou what?
United.
Be not thou what?
United.
What you say, nephew? They what? They hate each other. And it's crazy is they both Hispaniola. You know what I'm saying? They both Taino. They literally on the same island. You know what I'm saying? Jacob said it from the beginning. And what did Jacob say in the beginning? He said, gather yourselves together and hear, ye sons of Jacob, hearken unto Israel. He told them, this is what will befall you in the last days. They live on the same island and they hate each other. That's crazy. Keep reading.
For in their anger, they
somebody give me for what he's about to read. Somebody give me Genesis 34 and 26. Somebody give me Psalm 64 and 2. And somebody give me Proverbs 1 and 14. Go ahead, Sawadia.
For in their anger, they slew a man.
They did what?
They slew a man.
They did what?
They slew a man.
Give me Genesis 34 and 26.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 34, verse 26. And they slew Hamor and Shechem, his son, with the edge of the sword, and took Dinah out of Shechem's house and went out.
You understand? So why did Simeon and Levi, why did they murder them? Go ahead, nephew.
Because they
I won't say they killed them. They didn't. Well, they did commit murder. Go ahead, keep reading.
It's because they SA'd their sister.
You know, brother, that brother got wisdom. He ain't even say the word. He get that brother hand. You know what I'm saying? He keeping the video on YouTube, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So yeah, so the dude saw their little sister and SA'd her. You know what I'm saying? And then because it was good to him, and he tried to circle back and go to her brothers and they father. Well, he went to their father first and tried to maneuver a dowry and pay a dowry for her. And the brothers, Simeon and Levi, he's like, he would now pay a dowry for our sister after he's treated her like a whore. You understand? So in their wisdom, they was like, okay, well, I mean, we can't really be united with people that's not like us. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, if you circumcise yourself and all your people, you know, then we'll come together as one people and we'll give you our sister. You know what I'm saying? So they went, he circumcised himself, his father circumcised himself, and they circumcised every man that was within the walls of their kingdom. And I mean, and as a grown man, you getting circumcised, you walking around like this. You can't run. You know what I'm saying? Every movement that you make is painful. You feel me? So they came in there, Simeon and Levi Dolo, you know what I'm saying, went on a mission and murked every man in the town. You feel me? So much so that Jacob was like, you're turning the region against me. You're trying to raise up enemies against me. How could you do this horrible thing? You dishonor me. You know what I'm saying? So for that, he said that y'all will never unite because y'all are instruments of cruelty, right? Now it's about to get even deeper. Keep reading. Right after where it says instruments of cruelty. No. In 49, Genesis 49.
And in their self-will, they did.
Go back to for in their anger they slew a man. Verse 6, at the end of verse 6.
You want me to read that?
No, just that part at the end of verse 6.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, I Slocky. Go ahead, brother.
And in their self-will, they dig down a wall.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 7. Cursed be their anger,
Mm-hmm.
for it was fierce, and their wrath, for it was cruel.
Mm-hmm.
I will divide them in Jacob and scatter them in Israel.
Now I'm gonna tell you something that is extreme. Like even to this day, it has a hold on them, right? So read the start at verse 5 and read the beginning of verse 6.
Verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
Simeon and Levi are brethren. Instruments of cruelty are in their habitations. Verse 6. O my soul, come not thou into their secret.
Into their what?
Their secret.
What do Haitians and Dominicans do today in secret? Does anybody know? You said what? Say it, give him the mic.
Witchcraft.
What specific witchcraft?
Voodoo.
And what? And Santeria, right? So it's heavy what he's saying, because everything that he's saying about them then is them now. You understand? They are the biggest practitioners of voodoo and Santeria, and they're killers, bro. Everybody know you don't mess with the Haitians, bro. They will chop you up with the machetes. You hear me? You understand? They'll put a root on you, brother. They'll turn you into a zombie. You understand? Messing with familiar spirits in secret. You feel me? Like, this is who they are. You understand? They are still instruments of cruelty. And they cruel to each other. They not united. And like Lil Bro said, they hate each other. You feel me? What was the other one I asked for? Psalm 64 and 2. And then somebody hold 64 and 2. Somebody get Psalms 26 and 9, and then Ephesians 5 and 11. Whoever got 64 and 2, go ahead and read it.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 64, verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity,
Mm-hmm.
who whet their tongue like a sword.
Who do what?
Whet their tongue like a sword.
You understand? So this is, for the most part, how they move on that island. You know what I'm saying? Hispaniola, you feel me? Which is now the Dominican Republic, you know what I'm saying, and Haiti. And it's just so interesting. Like, they literally live on the same island. They are the same people, and they hate each other. And I'm talking about they guard them borders like viciously. You get caught coming across that border, they gonna deal with you. You don't belong over here. Take your butt over there back to the other side of the island where it don't got no trees. You know what I'm saying? That's how they deal with each other, bro. Who got the next scripture? 26 and 9.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 26, verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
Gather not my soul with sinners.
Say that one more time.
Gather not my soul with sinners,
Mm-hmm.
nor my life with bloody men.
So that's why in the scriptures right here in verse 7, it said, cursed be their anger, for it was fierce, and their wrath, for it was cruel. I will divide them in Jacob and scatter them in Israel. You feel me? That's why, like, you'll never see a huge Haitian community wherever they are. They always swallowed up either by the Judites, the Dominicans. They either always swallowed up, you know, amongst the Puerto Ricans, or swallowed up amongst the Mexicans, or swallowed up amongst the Hondurans. You know what I'm saying? They're never just massive. You know what I'm saying? The only time you see them come out in mass is probably in New York when they have like the Dominican Day Parade. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, you'll never see them like as a mass. You know what I'm saying? Like when you see Isupk is in mass. You know what I'm saying? Isupk is everywhere. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? When you see Puerto Ricans, they everywhere. You feel me? When you see Hondurans, you feel me? It's like 300. Like, people don't even know, like, this spot, this area over here is more Hondurans. You know what I'm saying? It's 3 Honduran spots right there across the street from us. You feel me? When they in the spot, they take it over in mass. You feel me? Shoot, the people that's at that fruit stand across the way, them Hondurans. You know what I'm saying? So, but they will be swallowed up and scattered across, because if they ever got together, they're just going to be cruel. You know what I'm saying? And murderous. You feel me? Like, how many of y'all remember that situation that happened in New York when them Dominican brothers caught that dude that S.A. their sister, and they stabbed him up with machetes in front of a corner store? Anybody remember that? Yeah, it was a big situation. He was caught on CCTV. You know what I'm saying? The whole situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, one dude pretended, you know, like he was having a conversation with him, and they just walked up on him, just stabbing him. You know what I'm saying? And they just all came through with machetes and stabbed him. Instruments of cruelty. But they made it to where he would never essay anyone again. Just like what happened with their sister back in the day. It's funny how it just cycles right back. You feel me? Instead of going through the proper channels to get the situation handled, they just take the matters into their own hands. And they're cool with it. All right. What was the next one I asked for? The last one, somebody give me Ephesians 5 and 11.
This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 5, verse 11. And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness.
Say that one more time.
And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness.
So the reason why, and it's very ironic. Like Haiti is one of the only brothers of our people that liberated themselves, right? But they're in such a chokehold with voodoo, you understand? And the Dominicans are in such a chokehold with Santeria, and it's another one that they do or whatever, but it's all witchcraft. You feel me? Like, they can't prosper. They can't overcome. Haiti is constantly in a veil of poverty because of the cruelty that is in their hearts and the witchcraft and the wizardry that they're constantly doing on one another. You feel me? Like, the biggest downfall for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans is lack of brotherhood. You feel me? Like, you shouldn't hate on your brother if he go to college and you got to go work a job. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't hate on your sister if she get married and you still single. You shouldn't hate on your brother if he get a house and you still in an apartment. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the things that hold us back as a people. Because the crazy thing is, whether he in a house and you in an apartment, the crazy part is y'all still got the same amount of food in the fridge. Both y'all fridges still barren. It's just that his prison cell is just a little bit bigger than yours. He got a 10 by 10 and you still in the 6 by 9. Both of y'all still in prison. So what does it matter? Your cell don't have a window, but his got a window, but it still got bars on it. He not free. And the crazy part is, when he look out his window, all he sees is the wall of the building next to him. It ain't like he looking at the ocean. You know what I'm saying? You just hating because he got natural light coming in the cell and your light is artificial. Both of y'all still in the cell. It don't make no sense. Make it make sense to me. Our issue is the issue that got Joseph sent in a situation that the Lord turned into a righteous predicament. Our downfall is always us hating on our brother. Every single time. Our downfall is always hating on our sister. Every single time. The only way that we're going to change and get out of the predicament that we're in is if we realize and have mercy and empathy and realize, oh, that brother had a hard day at work just like I had a hard day at work. Oh, that sister supervisor got on her nerves just like my supervisor got on my nerves. Oh, that child had an 8 today. That's why he acting out in class. But only we would know that. But the only way that you can be able to identify with that is if you take a long look in the mirror. That's why Christ said, before you can tell a brother to take and remove the plank out of his eye, you got to first do it to yourself first. And realize you had a plank in your eye as well. And don't forget that you had a plank in your eye. You can't forget the things that you overcame and the battles and the demons that you fought and that you struggled with. And now that you got yourself under control and you see a brother that's coming that's trying to do better, and you be like, nah, bro, you tripping. Nah, that's you gotta be perfect now. But it took you 7 years to get to where you are. We lack brotherhood. We have become instruments of cruelty, like Simeon and Levi to one another. A brother step on your shoe, you ready to shoot him. Don't let him spill a drink on your J's. You know what I'm saying? Don't let that boy accidentally be having a cool cup and he slip and fall in the cool cup fall on your Carolina Blues with the gum icy bottoms. Boy, you gonna lose it. Shoot, I had a situation like that this past weekend. Me and wifey, we went to, our it wasn't what was it? It was homecoming. You know what I'm saying? And all the old school classes, we all met at Caro's. You feel me? One dude was just, a little bit too lively at the bar. You know what I'm saying? He turned and his whole beer slipped out of his hand. And when a beer bottle hit the floor, the whole thing will foam up if it ain't break. You feel me? And it got over this dude, brand new J's. It was black and suede. And he was ready to lose it. You feel me? And I was like, hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? Chill out, man. That's your brother, bro. It ain't worth it, man. He's like, man, bro, but I'm just saying, bro, he ain't even say excuse me. I was like, you ain't even give him a chance to, bro. He's still tripping over trying to get his beer off the ground. You know what I'm saying? Give him an opportunity to collect himself. And as I'm talking to him, what did it happen? Hey, my bad, bro. You was ready to, I'm talking about I saw the demon come on him. You know what I'm saying? His whole disposition changed. You more likely to kill your brother than to forgive your brother. And that's crazy. And the reason for that is just like what Christ said to Peter, you are of your father, the devil. You have the spirit of your oppressor. That's how the police look at your brother. That's how the police look at your sister. That's how the social service system looks at our children. Because we are prisoners of war. And you've been brainwashed. You've been indoctrinated. And the only way that you can get baptized is by the washing and the renewing of your mind. And the way that you do that is to remember at all times, brotherhood is a weapon. All right. Somebody, what was that? Ephesians 5:11. Oh, yeah, read the rest of it. My bad, Salakia.
But rather reprove them.
Do what?
But rather reprove them.
You understand? When you see your brothers and your sisters getting friendly with evil and wickedness, you gotta reprove, you gotta check them. You gotta tell your brother to pull up his pants when he around here showing naked ass and it's women and children around him. You know what I'm saying? Like what I do, I'm like, hey, bro, you embarrassing me, bro. I'm like, man, what you mean I'm embarrassing you, bro? I was like, man, it's women and children around here, dog. You my brother. Come on, bro, pull your pants up, bro. That ain't a good look, bro. If you had a daughter, would you want your daughter to be standing at eye level with a grown man's ass, bro? Pull your pants up, dog. You embarrassing me in front of these strangers, bro. That's the reason why Habib treat us the way he treat us. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why Ling Ling treat our women the way they treat our women. because we don't got no leadership. I responded to a brother on the post, you know what I'm saying? He may have been trolling, cool. You feel me? But the issue with our sisters, it ain't got to do with our sisters. It got to do with us, the men. You want to change the women, you got to change. We got to change us first. You can't say women need to do this and you on Pornhub. You can't say women need to do this and you in a strip club. You can't say women need to do this, you know what I'm saying? And you telling them to pop it for some change. You feel me? Women are what you want. Women are what you expect. And right now, as a collective, we treat our sisters like whores. So that's how they act. We carry ourselves better, they carry themselves better. If there's nobody in the strip clubs, there won't be no strippers. If there ain't no Johns on this and that, guess what? Ain't gonna be no females on the stroll. It ain't gonna be no pimps. Because guess what? There are no whores. Men turn daughters into whores. Because we're not fathers in the home. You understand? That's where it starts. When they turned us into eunuchs and they took us out of the home, not only did it destroy our sons, but it destroyed our daughters too. Because they don't have an example of what a father should be, a man should be. They don't have that example of how a man should love a woman, how a man should treat a woman. So what happens? Our daughters go out here looking for that father type of love that they never got at home. Our sons go out looking for that father figure and they find it from the drug dealer on the street. Find it from the camaraderie. They join these fraternities. They join these sororities. All of this is looking for love that they should have got at home. Looking for brothers and sisters that they should have had at home. Because you grow up in a family with a lot of brothers and sisters, what you need a fraternity and sorority. Hell, y'all put on a dance show right now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to step? Get to stepping. Come on. Step and wash these dishes. You know what I'm saying? Dish by dish. Soap, we got it. Big soap. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So we are everything that we need, or we're our worst enemy. That's what you have to learn. And the only way this is going to change is, like it said at the end of Ephesians 5 and 11. You have to reprove your brother. Simeon should have reproved Levi, or Levi should have reproved Simeon. So it shouldn't have went down like that. They should have came together as a family, sat down, how we gonna deal with this. Now, if Jacob was like what Abraham did and rode for Lot, cool. We all sat and talked about it. Pop said, this is how we gonna run, this is how we wouldn't run it. But you can't go run and take matters into your own hands. Scripture says, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. Every time somebody tried to do something to Abraham, Isaac, or Jacob, the Lord stepped in. When Pharaoh tried to take Abraham's wife, the Lord stepped in. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, when you wait on the Lord, he got broke off. You feel me? When Abimelech tried to take Abraham and Isaac's wife, the Lord gave him a dream and said, you touch that woman, you a dead man. The Lord said that to him. When you're operating inside of your righteousness, you don't got to throw a punch. What you got to understand is, for anybody to touch you, they got to walk through a hurricane to get to the eye where you are in safety. And we talking about a category 10. That's something that ain't never been seen on earth before. The highest hurricane ever recorded is a category 5. The Lord is a 10, something that ain't never been seen before. And they got to walk through the outer wall of a hurricane to touch you. Their hands too short to box with God. Anything that you can think of, I promise you the Lord can do way worse to you. Way worse to them. You know what I'm saying? So stop trying to take matters into your own hands. All right. Let's get back to we on Judah now. We on Judah. Verse 8, 49 and 8.
Judah.
And while he getting that, there's a lot of precepts for this. Somebody hold Deuteronomy 33 and 7, Revelations 5 and 5, Psalms 18 and 35. We'll start there. Go ahead.
Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise.
Mm-hmm.
Thou hand shall be in the neck of thine enemies.
Mm-hmm.
Thy father's children shall bow down before thee.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 9. Judah is a lion's whelp.
Judah is what?
A lion's whelp.
A what?
A lion's whelp.
Who got Revelations 5 and 5?
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 5, verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the elders saith unto me, Weep not. Behold, the lion of the tribe of Judah.
The what?
The lion of the tribe of Judah.
The what?
The lion of the tribe of Judah.
So, and who is this talking about? Anybody know? Who? No. Who is the lion of Judah? So why you had your hand up first?
Christ.
Get that brother a hand. So if Judah is a tribe of lions and Christ is the lion of lions, that man's ferocious, bro. You know what I'm saying? And the Most High said, "This is my only begotten son." And we know the Lord is a man of war. So if the Lord is a man of war, what is his son? It say when he coming back with eyes of fire. He is going to be enraged, anger. He said when he come back, the one that pierced him on the side, he gonna be there. He be like, "Ooh, there you go. There you go. I've been waiting. I've been waiting for him. Land the chariot on his head, please. Please land the chariot on his head. We're gonna start with him." Keep reading, nephew.
The root of David hath prevailed to open the book and to loose the 7 seals thereof.
Okay. All right. Go get a mic back to Sawadi.
From the prey, my son, thou art gone up. He stooped down. He couched as a lion, as an old lion. Who shall rouse him up?
Mm-hmm.
Verse 10. The scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet.
All right. So not only is he telling you the spirit of the sons of Judah, he's also, because remember in verse 1, he said, and Jacob called unto his sons and said, gather yourselves together that I might tell you which may befall you in the last days. Jacob is prophesying about Christ. Jacob said, the scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet until Shiloh come. Does anybody know what Shiloh is? Let me give you the definition real quick. And go to my Strong's Concordance. And if you online, if you know what Shiloh is, go ahead and type it in. I'll put it on the screen. Genesis, we 49. Oh yeah. Let's see. Define. Oh, Strong's. All right, so nobody typed it in. Okay, cool. All right, so Shiloh, Strong's Concordance number H7886 in the Hebrew, it's Shayalah, which means he whose it is, that which belongs to him, tranquility. And in other sense, it means uncertainty, right? So Shiloh, right? In this sense, in a way it's used is uncertainty, right? So the uncertainty that's come is hell, right? So destruction, right? So it says that the hold on, reading context. Oh no, it's for tranquility. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. Oh, which makes even more sense. So peace and tranquility, that's what Christ's supposed to bring. Because it reads, the scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet until Shiloh come. You know what I'm saying? And when Shiloh comes when Christ comes, right? All right. So somebody give me the next scripture I asked for, Deuteronomy 33:7.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 33, verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the blessing of Judah. And he said, Hear, Lord, the voice of Judah, and bring him unto his people. Let his hands be sufficient for him.
Say that one more time. Let's what?
Let his hands be sufficient for him.
You understand? So Judah. All right. So does anybody know what Judah did that made him be in this seat? No, he gave it automatic to Malaki. Oh, that's gonna kind of give it away. Can't nobody think of nothing that Judah has done amongst his brothers that made him stand out. What you got, support?
Okay, if I may, he stood up for Joseph.
He did what?
He stood up for Joseph.
Get that brother a hand. You know what I'm saying? And what's crazy is Christ got the same spirit that his great. I don't even know how many greats it is to Judah, grandfather, the original Judah, right? When everybody wanted to kill Joseph, Judah would rather be unpopular and stand up for his brothers that wanted to kill his little brother. Interestingly enough, Christ has so much love for his brothers, you understand, that even though they wanted to kill him, he still taught them the truth and how to come back to the Lord, and he sacrificed himself just like Judah did. And for that, that's why Judah has that spirit. Judah always ready to fight. You know what I'm saying? Judah, the so-called Negro, is always ready to fight. You know what I'm saying? He always like what you say, who you talking to? You know what I'm saying? Real big on respect. Nah, you're not gonna talk to my people like that. Who you think you is? You know what I'm saying? Judah box the laws. You feel me? You come across the right one. We all know that one. From where we grew up. You feel me? I done seen it. I done seen the laws get dropped by a regular so-called NIGGA in the hood. And the cop had a gun on him. You know what I'm saying? Cop go grab the gun. He look at him like, so what you gonna do with that? You know what I'm saying? Judah be like, if you pull it, you better use it. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm gonna take you pulling that gun as a threat, like you trying to take my life. You know what I'm saying? So if you violate, I'm gonna demonstrate. That's Judah. You feel me? That's how Judah is. That's the spirit that Christ has for every single one of us. That's why when Christ comes back, his eyes are going to be like a flame of fire with 20,000 chariots coming to do war for his family that's been in bondage. All right. Somebody give me the next one that I asked for. Psalms 18 and 35. Did we do 18 and 35? Did we do Psalms 18 and 35 yet? Yeah, do Psalms 18 and 35. Somebody give me Genesis 27 and 29. And then somebody give me First Chronicles 5 and 2.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 18, verse 35.
Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, let me get there with you. Hold on, nephew. Hold on. Let me get there with you. Psalms. That's the New Testament. Psalms. What I say? 1835.
Come on, sir.
All right, go ahead.
Thou hast also given me the shield of thy salvation,
Mm-hmm.
and thy right hand hath holden me up,
Mm-hmm.
and thy gentleness hath made me great.
Mm-hmm.
Thou hast enlarged my steps under me,
Mm-hmm.
that my feet did not slip.
This is the spirit that you need to have. You know what I'm saying? Like, whenever you come up against adversity, this is the spirit that you need to have. Your back is always going to be against the wall. You always are going to be the minority in the situation, especially if you're walking righteously. When Judah was in the presence of his brother, he was the minority because all of his brothers wanted to kill, it's like murder Joseph. You feel me? But he was emboldened. You feel me? And the only way that you're gonna have that type of spirit is if you have the spirit of the Lord. And when you have the spirit of the Lord, it's gonna be just like the scriptures say: the wicked flee where no man pursueth, for the righteous are as bold as a lion. Because when you're doing the right thing, what do you have to fear? I ain't gonna lie to you. That's why I be handling the cops the way I be handling when they be coming at me sideways. It's like I don't smoke. You know what I'm saying? I don't got no drugs in my car. You feel me? My tags, my registration, everything straight. I'm a law-abiding citizen. The gun that I have on me, I got a permit for it. You know what I'm saying? I got a license to carry. You feel me? Why you messing with me? Exactly, Sapar. What the F do you want? Why are you bothering me? You're harassing me. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? And I start talking to them in their language. You know what I'm saying? Am I free to go or am I detained? Oh, I'm being detained. What law did I break? Well, we're just trying to figure out the situation. So am I free to go or am I being detained? Well, currently right now you're being detained. What law did I break? I'm gonna piss you off. I'm gonna keep asking that question over and over again. Because if I didn't, if you're trying to figure something out, that means that I didn't break a law. You don't have probable cause. There's no suspicion of a crime. So that means that I'm free to go. So now we get into the bottom of the matter. It's a pissing contest. Your ego is bruised right now. Because you don't got nothing on me. That's what happens when you move righteously. You can be as bold as a lion. And I'm not disrespecting you. I'm just talking to you like a man. Because I got authority too, because I'm righteous. You're not going to catch me slipping. If you find something in that car, you put it in there. I need your body cam footage, sir. Go ahead. Put me in handcuffs. Let me make my phone call. Let me call my lawyer so we can subpoena that body cam footage. And then I'm gonna sue the county, I'm gonna sue the city, and I'm gonna sue the state. and then you're going to go to jail. Go ahead. They work for where the money is. Give him the mic. Give him the mic. So people online can hear what he's saying.
Because I know a lawyer got to take like an oath.
Yeah, they pledge to the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like pretty much like making an agreement that they would pretty much defend like the country or something like that.
No, their oath isn't. Do you know what the bar stands for? Look it up real quick. Somebody look up what the bar stands for. That the lawyers have to pass. What does the bar mean? What is the bar? It is an acronym for something. No, it is. The bar is an acronym. The pledge that you make when you pass the bar exam. What does the bar stand for? Bar Association. Say it one more time. Give him the mic.
British Accredited Registry.
Now, why would you have to pass a licensing exam for a British accredited registry and you're in the United States? Give him the mic. What did you say?
Britain. Because they run this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like
No, say exactly what you said.
It's the Republic of Britain.
Does anybody know what a republic is?
Like, okay, Puerto Rico's a republic of the
What
United States.
is I want the what? Somebody look up what does republic mean. We about to learn something today, y'all. Go ahead, Sapar, what you got?
So like if I may, sir, this goes like all the back to the Roman Republic, because they used to have the same system where
Right. So
was
you know,
accused.
any I'm about to give away the answer. What I'm about to say. What is a republic? You are absolutely right. What is a republic? Go ahead.
A state in which supreme
A
power.
what?
A state.
A what?
A state.
A what?
A state.
So before you finish the definition, does anybody remember the Pledge of Allegiance? What's the Pledge of Allegiance? Somebody say it real quick. No, just say it. To the what? Okay, and read it again, nephew.
A state.
A what?
A state.
A what?
A state.
What is Texas? What is New York? So if the United States is a republic, it's a what?
A state.
Damn. It ain't even a country. Go ahead, keep reading.
In which supreme power is held by the people.
In which the supreme power is held by the what?
The people.
The what?
The people.
The what?
The people.
That's why they give you an illusion that it's a democracy, but it's not. It's a republic. Go ahead.
It's kind of ironic that republic means it's for the people, but the people have power because China is a republic, but the people do not have power. Oh,
right.
That's heavy.
Right. So the thing that you have to ask yourself is, why do lawyers have to pass a bar exam, and why is the bar a British accredited registry? Their oath is to the crown. Their oath is to the crown of London, of England. The highest court in the land is in London, England. If you can't deal with a matter at the highest Supreme Court here, you can take it to the appellate court in London and get it tried internationally. Go ahead.
I thought the highest court was the ICJ, the International Court of Justice.
Where is that located at?
I have no idea, sir.
It's in London. It's in England. Internationally. You know what I'm saying? So back to what I was saying to you. So when you're dealing with that matter, right? You ask the question, aren't they in league with the judge? No, they're not in league with the judge. They're in league with the Crown of England. And all the Crown of England cares about is bonds and taxes, money. So if you got the money, they're going to do whatever you want. They're going to make all lawyers do is make deals. They don't ever want to go to trial, because they go to trial, they risk taking a loss. And when you take a loss, it goes on your record, and it raises your insurance as a lawyer. It's all a money game. That's why they don't ever want to go to court. That's why they make deals. And if they go to court, they make it to where you're going to get the sentence maximum. It's basically they gambling. You know what I'm saying? It's like if we playing poker. You know what I'm saying? I'm a keep raising until we get to that river card, and then I'm going to play you. I'm not going to play the hand. I'm going to play you. I'm going to be all in. You're not willing to risk $1 million. I see it in your eyes. You're not willing to risk 10 years of your life. You're not willing to do 20 to life. I can see it in your eyes. Just take the plea deal. Just do 3 to 5 on a 10-year sentence. We'll let you off with good behavior. But if you go to trial, I'm gonna try you for the max. I'm gonna go for the whole 20 to life with no possibility of parole. They're gonna throw football numbers at you. 40 years, 50 years. To bluff you. Because it's a game, because it's about money. Because every single what's the word I'm looking for? Violation has an accredited amount that goes with it. Sapar, you was about to say something? Okay, go. No, right. So every single violation that you do has a dollar amount to it. You know what I'm saying? If you get a DWI, if you got $9,000, you'll never see a jail cell. Because that's how much it costs to beat a DWI or a DUI. If you have 10,000. A murder case or a murder trial, you need $1 million off top. Your bail, your bond is going to be $500,000. Easy. Easy. You know what I'm saying? 10% of 500 mil, that's 50,000. Then you got to pay your lawyers. And all your lawyer going to do, he going to keep resetting it. That's how he getting paid. And they going to keep stretching it out. Take the mic.
So is that one of the reasons why, like, when you do get in trouble for like a murder or something, they wait like 5 to 10 years before they actually take you to like trial and stuff like that?
Yeah, because they gonna get money off of it, bro. Look, it's people in jail, not prison, jail, that's been in jail for 5 to 10 years and ain't gone to trial because they keep resetting the court date. Lawyers test you on 2 things. I've heard it out of a lawyer's mouth. They test you on resources and resolve. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you really want to fight this situation? You really think that you right? Okay, we're going to see how far you willing to take it. We're going to see how much money you got. Because the first thing that you're going to lose when you go to jail, if you go to jail for 5 days, what you guarantee to lose? Your job. You know what I'm saying? No call, no show. And Texas is an at-will state. They hold you in jail for 5 days. You lose your number one resource, money. And I guarantee, and I guarantee the average person don't even have $1,000 in their bank account saved. We're not talking about to pay your bills. We're talking about saved, put aside. The average person don't have $1,000 in their savings account. So if you have $1,000 in your savings account, okay, now I got to think, do I put that $1,000 towards the rent because I don't have no job so I can have somewhere to stay when I get out of jail? Or do I put the $1,000 towards the bail bondsman? You know what I'm saying? Do I put the $1,000 towards a lawyer to sit behind the wall and just fight my case from inside here? And you know, the next crazy thing is you don't have access to your bank account. So you need somebody else to do all of these moves for you. You better hope when you get picked up that they got your wallet. Better hope so. Because you're going to have to make a phone call to somebody. And I guarantee you in this day and age, majority of y'all don't even have 10 numbers or better yet 5 numbers memorized. It's set up for you to fail. It's people in jail right now that have not been convicted, that's been in jail for 5, 10 years because they're testing your resolve and your resources to try and break you down to do what? Take the deal. Go ahead. What's your question?
Because I know a lot of the laws that they pass go against things that's written within the Constitution. Like, how are they able to do something like that?
It's called penal codes, statutes.
So that's something.
So it's like this, right? So there are laws and then there are statutes, right? So let's say, for instance, right? So we know that the God's law is in the Bible, in a court of law that's called common law, right? Hold on, let me finish. All right. And then you have maritime law, right? Maritime law is the law of the waters. Basically, it's pirates and sailors, right? You know what I'm saying? And then and then on top of that, right, you have organizational law, right? So what organizational law is, or contract law is, let's say whenever you get a new job, for those that have worked before, you know what I'm saying? What do you have to sign before you can start your first day of work?
A W-2.
No. Well, that's federal. I'm talking about for the company. What do you have to sign off on before you start your first day of work?
A contract.
Company policies.
What?
The policies.
What?
The policies.
You have to sign off on that you got the company policy. Because every corporation has their own bylaws, which are statutory. Right? That's why, and like Metro has their own police. Halliburton, they have their own private security, and they're all ex-military. You know what I'm saying? So within a company, they have their own bylaws. They have their own laws. They have their own trials. It's called a deposition, where it's not in front of a judge. It's in front of an administrator. Go ahead.
So let's just say
but to get back to answer your original question, the way they're able to get away from the actual law is because the United States of America is a corporation. They're trying you on bylaws and statutes and statutories. That's how they're able to get away with it.
Because one thing I do understand, the moment you sign certain papers and documents, you pretty much give them full authority over most of the things that you do. So you got to get permission for a lot of things.
It's because you're operating in the public.
What exactly does that mean?
So the way freedom is in the private, slavery is in the public. You're so tied down in the public, you have no idea the layers of your slavery. If you use your social security number, you're operating in the public. If you use a driver's license, you're operating in the public. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So basically, things that would attach you to their system.
Yeah, it's the public. If you are on Section 8, you're operating in the public. If you use food stamps, you're operating in the public. If you get unemployment, you are operating in the public. These are privileges. If you take any type of privilege from the United States government, you are operating in the public. If you have a bank account, you are operating in the public. If you pay taxes, you are operating in the public. It's layers to this. They call it a layer cake. Go ahead. What's your question?
So like, because one thing they like to do is make it seem like you owning property is a privilege, and
It is, because you're if you're not buying something right out and getting the allodial title, you don't own anything. And when you have the allodial title to land, it doesn't say a lot or a number. It's the property that you have is bordered out by meads and bounds. So instead of saying lot number 5 in city marker 6 in county number 3, it's going to say this property is outlined 10,000 feet from this river, 4,000 feet from this red oak tree, all the way to Brays Bayou. That is the framework of this property. That's how you know that you have title to that land.
So if you get the allodial title, are they still able to take your property away?
Because it's private. It's private property.
So
you own the actual land. So you wouldn't pay taxes on it.
So is that like, is a allodial title something you can also do with like vehicles?
Yeah. But most people don't know that, because when they go get a vehicle, what do they go get to get the vehicle? A loan.
Registration.
A loan. When you buy a vehicle, like to get an allodial title for a vehicle, you have to have a trust. Right? You can't do like a trust is basically saying in a corporation that's operating in water, you're saying that I'm not lost, I'm not lit, I'm not dead. I've been over here on this land that's trusted the entire time. You're saying that this person with this ID, with this name, is tied to this land. That's what a trust is. That's why you can't necessarily set up a trust without land. You have to have land to set up a trust, to tie everything and say it's located here. Because the United States of America is operating in water. It's maritime law. They don't operate on the law of the land, which is common law, which is how they're able to tie you up in all of this statutory penal codes and all of this stuff, because it is company policy that they're trying you on, not God's law.
How would you how would you get out of that then? Like, they make it to where they gotta use the law of the land.
It's almost, I mean, it's possible, but it's almost impossible. Like they pass legislation every day, year after year, month after month, for that reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, most people don't even read the tax code.
So let's just say, like, them not being able to identify you, like, is that a probable cause to lock you up?
Say that one more time.
Like, them not being able to identify you, is that like a probable cause for them to lock you up?
I mean, It depends. Like if you're in a traffic violation, yeah. But if you're walking, no. So you have to know the law. Right.
The reason I asked that because you were saying like you putting yourself in a system pretty much puts you under the penal code or whatever.
You're a slave. You're a prisoner of war.
Sir, that's understandable. So if you never put yourself in a system, wouldn't it be like
you saying if you never?
Sir.
Well, your parents signed you over to their system. That's what your birth certificate.
That's understandable, but in order for them to identify you, you have to be in a system. So if they can't identify you, that means that you're not in a system.
But how are you not in their system?
Like, let's just say if somebody was to have a kid and never signed the birth certificate or anything like that, and never have them sign up for anything.
You know what that sounds like to me? Sounds like the kingdom. Like you would have to have your own infrastructure in order to do that. You would have to have your own land, right? You have to educate your own children because you couldn't put them in any type of public school. They would have to be homeschooled because when you register your kids for school, you need a birth certificate, you need a social security number. Then they have to take immunization shots. They treat the kids like they treat cattle on a farm. Every piece of cattle has to be labeled and tagged and immunized. Thank you. Appreciate it. I got tongue tied for a second. Because that's what you are. You're cattle for the slaughter. You're nothing but a cow that can type. You know what I'm saying? You're a goat that knows how to drive a forklift. You feel me? And then some of us are pigs. Work for the system. So the only way that you can get out of this system is being in the kingdom. And the way that you start being in the kingdom, it starts with brotherhood. It all comes back to what this lesson is about, brotherhood. The reason why we're in this condition right now, the reason why we're a slave to their system, the reason why we're operating in the public and not in the private is because we're not a nation. We're a nationless people. That is why Christ has to come back and lay everything to waste. Go ahead.
Because based off the things that you explained, technically they operating on the land, but they not really claiming it as they should.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm gonna use a term, the proper term. We're booty. They're pirates. You know what I'm saying? They stole the land. You know what I'm saying? And they came by water. They're pirates.
So technically, like, it's like somebody coming into your house and pretty much tricking you into thinking that you the stranger.
That's why I led with that scripture in the beginning. In order to take the house, you have to first do what?
Bind a strong man.
Shalom. Shalom. All right. And and we'll pick up, right here next week. You know what I'm saying? So with that, we're gonna say Abajim, which means to stand, Sar, which means to turn, face the east. We're gonna do the Lord's Prayer first in Hebrew, then in English. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Quadash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malak with Ka, Taba'ah, Ratazayaka, Hayah, Aisha, Baratazah, Kawah, Hayah, Bashemayim, Nathan Lanawa, Lacham, Kal, Yawam, Wasalak Nawa, Kabawak Nawa, Kasalak Nawa, Kabawaki Nawa, Wala'ah, Tabia Nawa, Banasaya 1, Abal, Hawashai Nawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha Allah, Wahata Para, La Awalumium Aman. In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Sar, turn to face the front. We'll give a courtesy salute to the brothers and to the sisters. Individual, by the Shabbat. Maju, Ra, Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shah Brakatah. Got him in talk. Sar, turn to face the sister. Individual, by the Shabbat. Maju, Ra, Yahweh Shamar, Bashim, Yahweh Shah. Got him in talk. Dismiss.